we go. All right, so this is the exercise that you did for marks, and it is an exercise that is going to be very, very similar to what you're going to get in the exam. It contains basically everything that we did in PowerPoint, and it's actually a nice exercise to cover everything. I've looked at the exercise I plan on giving you for the exam, well, for the test I wrote the date down somewhere on the Tuesday after the break, and it's going to be similar to this. So if you are able to do this exactly, then you are fine. I'm recording this so that you can have a look at it at a later stage as well for when you are preparing for your exam. So I'm going to start right now. Increase the size of the photo. Now, this is obviously the photo because this is not a photo. So always just remember that the word they use is telling you pretty much what you are supposed to be working on. For example, photo being that the photo. Okay, so they just say increase the size of the photo. They're not saying how big it should be, but bigger than what it is at the moment. So that would have given you 1 mark. And then the second one is that you should apply a style to this photo. And the one that they are looking for is the soft edge oval. So you're going to format, going to picture styles, and you are looking at soft edge oval. And it's this one. All right, so that is your second point. And then the third point is to move it to the top right corner. Now, for me, that would have been here. And after marking 2 of your assignments, I noticed that in the little screenshots that they give at the end of the lesson, they actually put it in this corner. And so I understood, okay, you guys are so good. You actually have a look at the whole thing and not just read and do. So you actually have a look at the previews that they give you of the slides. And so, of course, I quickly printed 2 more rubrics and I said, oh, okay, this is what you meant. So for me, it would have been here, but of course, they wanted it on this orange background. So that was the first thing, and you would have gotten 3 marks. You would still get a mark if you just did the resizing, if you just applied the picture style, or whatever you did, you would have gotten some marks. So never leave anything out because it seems too difficult. Always try do one of them at least so that you can get something. The next instruction was to do something to the title text. Now, this is the title, okay? This is the subtitle. So you just had to go and change something in this title text, okay? So this is what we are looking at. And they wanted us to apply an effect. So that would be an animation. And they wanted us to choose grow and turn entrance effect. So first you're looking for an entrance effect, which is the green one. So we are choosing grow and turn entrance effect. And then they want us to start with previous. Now that is something that you have to change on this side. So here you see the start, word start, and the little start button. So you have to click on this list arrow and you must click with previous. That is going to change your 1 to a 0, which means it's going to come in as the slide opens. 0 means you do not click to have that appear. If it had a 1 or on click, you would have had to click once before it appeared. That's not all. So you would have gotten 1 mark for the effect, 1 mark for start with previous, and now you have to set your timing to 3.5 seconds. So the duration will be 3.5 seconds. Okay, so that was the second one, the second instruction basically on this slide. Then we had to increase the kangaroo picture and bring it to the front of the photo. As you can see, it's at the back because if I move my kangaroo around, you would have noticed that my kangaroo will disappear around or behind the photo if I do that. So I will increase my photo like this, okay, and then I will put it in the back and bring it to the front. So I will right click on it and I will say bring to front, which will bring my kangaroo to the front or forward. All right. So that would have given you 2 marks, one for resizing or increasing the size of the kangaroo and bringing it to the front of the photo. Okay, now we have to apply an entrance effect to this kangaroo picture. Once again, they did not give you the size of this kangaroo, so it must just look bigger. I must just quickly go here, admit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we just had to make it look a little bit bigger than what it was. All right. Now we have to apply an effect to this. So we are going to go to animations once again. It's once again an entrance effect. So it will be on the green. Okay. And it is the bounce entrance effect. This one. And so for choosing bounce entrance effect, then of course you have to say after previous, yeah. So it's not previous, it's after previous. What is the previous? Okay, this one, kangaroo. So it will come after the previous one, and the timing is also 3.5 seconds. So you will just go and change it to 3.5 seconds. Okay. Okay, the next thing that we had to do was we had to go to the audio file and we had to make a few changes. That was the easiest 5 marks in history. Okay, so you just go to playback and you click on volume, and there in volume you have a couple of things. Okay, volume must be low, so you will change it to low firstly. Secondly, it must start automatically, so here on click you change to automatically. Play across slides, you click that box. Loop until stopped, you click that one. Hide during show, you click that one. And that would have gotten you 5 marks. Yeah, like I said, easiest 5 marks ever. Okay, now we are ready to continue to slide 2. Okay, they want us to increase the size of the kangaroo image, and it was given to you in inches. I'm not yet moving it because I don't yet know where I'm moving it to. So I'm going to click on the format button and on sizing. And the sizing I'm choosing is 3 point. Okay, mine is not accepting that. I must put a comma. No. Oh, sorry, numlock. There we go. 3 point. Is it going to take point here? 3.27 inches. Let's see what happens. Okay, and let's do the second one as well. 5.24 inches. I guess it didn't work. I'm going to use my other button here that I usually tell you guys. 3.27 inches. Okay, that is the one. You guys need to figure out on your computers, is it wanting comma next to full stop, or is it wanting the dot for point? 5 points, that's once again 5.24 inches. Okay, so this is the size that it wants, and if you did that, you would have gotten 1 mark. In centimeters, you can see it's 8.32. So if sometimes I give it to you in centimeters, it doesn't matter. You can just enter it in centimeters because it is already. Otherwise, just use your inches mark. Apply the bounce entrance effect. So once again, you click on your picture and you go to bounce animation entrance effect. So ironic that there's actually a kangaroo and it's a bounce entrance effect. So it's like it's almost designed for this. Okay, and they want it to start with previous. So you will click here and click on with previous, and then the duration will be 3 seconds. So it's just one more like that. Okay, so once again, the 0 indicates that you will not be clicking. It will start with previous, which means as the slide opens. If it said after previous, the slide would open first. Okay, and then 3 seconds, we did that. And now we are moving the illustration to the lower right corner of the slide, which is approximately here. They didn't give you like dimensions or stuff, so just go to the bottom of that slide. Okay, so we're done with slide 2. Let's move on to slide 3. Apply the simple frame black picture style to both photos. So we are going to select both photos and we are going to format them, and simple frame black picture style. Okay, so it's probably going to be this one, simple frame black. You notice that I selected both at the same time, so that I don't have to do each one. It's easier that way. You just click on the one, hold shift, and click on the next one. You could also have used control and clicked on the next one. Okay, and then apply orange accent 6 fill to each of the round rectangles. So it's this one here. Once again, now I'm holding control, and I'm going to use for a full color. So we're going here to shape fill, and we're looking for orange accent 6. Okay, which one will that be? Orange accent 6. There we go. And not only that, we have to change the font color to black. Text fill is going to be black, and I think bold. Okay, nope. Change to black and bold. Okay, so we will also be making them bold. All right, looks like that's all for slide 3. Now we are going to the video. Okay, so the size of this we're going to first have to change by clicking on it and then clicking format. Here once again I gave you inches, so it's going to be 6,53 inches, and the other one is going to be 8,9 inches. The second one usually never really changes. Okay, now we will move it to the location shown, which is about here. So that would have gotten you 1 mark, 1 mark. Now we're going to change the video style to beveled perspective left. So here you have your video styles, and perspective left is it this one? Yeah. Okay, but that's not all. We have to change the border to orange. Okay, so video border must be changed to orange. Orange, just orange, orange. Okay, and this is one thing that I noticed you guys actually got right. I'm so impressed. But you had to choose a 10-point border. Okay, and this is how you do it. You go to weight and you choose more lines, and then here we use see width. Is it width? I think you will just say 10. Let's just try 10 points. Okay, so that is where you will enter 10 points. Right, so you don't just have to choose that one. That looks so yellow. Is it not? Did it change to yellow when I clicked on it? Just see. Oh, it is orange. It's orange. It looks yellow on my side. Okay. Trim the end of the video. So we are clicking on playback and we're clicking on trim. They are giving us the exact time, so you can just enter that 0.33 394. Okay, so this is where it will end, and you just click on OK. All right, so that was slide 4. Now we're going to the next one. Okay, it's a possum and a koala. It says apply the bevel rectangle picture style to the koala. So this is the koala. So we're going to go here and apply the bevel rectangle. Okay, so, and I think it's also supposed to be, it's not perspective, it's bevel rectangle. Is it this one? Yeah, it looks like this one. Okay, to the koala, and apply the bevel perspective to the possum. So once again, we click on the possum, and we're looking for bevel perspective, bevel rectangle. There we go. Move both photos to the right side of the slide. Okay, they're all on the right side already, but bring the possum forward. So as you can see, the possum at the moment is behind this koala, so we must just bring it to the front so that it is over the koala. Apply the fade entrance effect to the two photos and change the start timing option. Okay, so let's do, wonder if we can do both. I'm going to select both animations and we are looking for fade entrance to the two photos. Change the start timing option to after previous. So here we will say after previous and we will change the time to 2.50. Okay. And that was it. I think there may have been a strange question at the end, something like if your instructor requires you to do something, then blah blah blah. Okay, so it's not necessary. Okay, so this was your assessment task, and I think quite a nice exercise that can definitely come up again somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to stop my recording and then I'm going to talk to you about something else.